This show was magical, scarier than I maybe anticipated going into it. Were you guys familiar with the comics before you started on this?
Not
really.
Yeah, not so much. I came to the show and had not actually read the comics. I knew about them and I had done some research online when I had my meeting, but when I met the showrunners, they said, your character's so interpreted differently or approached differently than the comics, so here they are. Enjoy them, but it's not a literal translation. So what I ended up doing was getting into them very gently, and not until Nina reaches the breaking point and becomes very much like, drunk and sad. Then I really dived into the comics then and just immersed myself there.
Let's break down that finale. Is there hope for Ellie? Are we meant to believe that she's stuck behind the Omega door? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what happens to someone when they get thrown into like demon
That's a good
goop.
question, yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing good has come out of there, so I can't imagine that I mean, first of all, these characters are not going to want to open that door for any reason
Ever
whatsoever,
again, yeah.
So I don't feel like...
Ellie is so hard. I mean, she's such a tragic character.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
It's
and
so
Dodge is so
heartbreaking.
sneaky,
Well,
right? Shapeshifter.
Dodge is actually Gabe.
Yes.
I know.
So when you guys realized
Dodge was Lucas, which
was
is really Gabe.
Yeah, that was
Could
and
be
there was
anybody.
a lot to process. What did you guys make of that, and how do you think that will affect season 2?
I mean, you get so used to this villain seeming a certain way, and this energy, and then you, on the other hand, you come to love these characters, including Gabe, and Gabe ingratiates himself into all of our lives, and especially Kinsey's, and the rug is pulled up from under us at the end of the season, obviously, and going forward, I mean, it's going to be a very different sort of villain.
What I like about it is it really preys on the weakness of the family members. Like evil in its smartest form is disguised and hidden. And so if this Dodge character has turned into Gabe, which has won Kinsey's, affection, and I mean, she may not have. Well, yeah, she chose him.
But it's like
so
she did,
she chose him. It's like first Dodge preyed on Bodhi.
In season 1,
bully.
the evil is very much like coming from without.
Sure.
We're being almost like invaded. We're being attacked by this unknown force.
But it gets much more
and
intelligent
going forward,
and subtle.
it's going to be coming from within.
Do you think it's safe to say that Kinsey is in the most danger in season 2?
Yeah.
Because of that connection to Gabe?
Me being like, I hope so.
I hope Tyler's okay.
I hope Amelia gets dragged across the floor.
Honestly, nobody knows who Gabe is. So they're all subject to danger. I mean,
I do feel like throughout this season, it's sort of a recurring thing that Kinsey is the most reckless.
Yes.
Sure,
She jumps into things
well, of
without
course, she
thinking.
took a fear out of her head.
Yeah.
So what do you expect?
And she never put it back.
No, I know.
Eden does get hit with a glowing bullet. So how do you think that will affect season 2?
Well, it's like, the army's growing bigger. That's how it feels.
That's a good way to put it. So
really, honestly, it kind of reminds me of Stranger Things, like when they when that thing multiplied. That's the first thing I thought of was, there's this, it's like now there's 2.
I was thinking it begs so many questions because in this season, it's, Dodge,
Right.
It's the demon Dodge. But there's a whole world of demons out there.
Yeah.
And she's just one of many. And what new ones would be like?
Sure, and does she have separate powers, or is she,
But also, do they want the same thing?
Yeah.
Are
they going to get along?
So how you feeling? So hungry.
3 hopes for season 2 that you guys would like to see.
That we get a season 2?
I think you will. I think it's safe to say.
That people love it.
Yeah, they told me they're writing season 2 already.
They are writing it.
That we get a season 2, that people love it, that we get a season 3.
There we go.
I mean, I hope that we get to work together more. I mean,
we've talked about that. We didn't get a whole lot of
like one-on-one.
Except for the kidnapping episode,
Yeah.
we would love to explore more of this.
I love the giant key from the comics, which is the one that turns you into like 40 foot tall.
Yes.
And in the comics, it's Tyler who turns into a giant and like picks his brother and sister up on his hand.
Can you imagine?
That's the key you want for season 2.
I just want to be in a green screen room, being like, "Hi, Kinsey," like with a little like tiny tennis
little
ball.
Lego.
Yeah.
But now, we get to go back to our normal lives.
What is your message to fans of comics? Do you have one?
I hope you like it. I mean, it's funny because when you obviously know that people love these stories and people love these characters.
Yeah.
But there's a point when you're working and you show up to work every day and you see your friends and you have to go scene by scene, moment by moment, and you sort of forget about you have to.
You're invested in what you're doing.
You almost even forget that anyone else will ever see it. Like it feels like
you do.
It feels like playing around with friends.
Yeah. You're establishing a world and a connection with each other and just making it as specific as possible.
And we had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, I hope that I always hope that the fun that we have when we're doing
translates,
it, you can feel it on the screen. And I know that people care about these characters, so I hope
One thing we couldn't be luckier about is Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez are so supportive of us. In the way that it was made and what they've seen. They came to set a couple of times to visit us. They just truly they couldn't be more lovely or generous with us, which I think for me, it really gave me a reassurance. It made me feel like, okay, because you really want those guys to be on board.
I also hope, I hope people who are very familiar with the comics watch and are are surprised. Because there are things in the show that go differently than you would expect. I hope that people who feel like they have a step up on everyone else and who feel like they know every twist and turn, I feel like people are going to be surprised.